WanderingWinder here, recording another one of my own games, and yeah, there's a bit going on here. There's a bit going on here. Um, there is no thinning, and there is IG, and there's gardens to go with it, and there's kind of engineer to go with that plan. Um, but there's also ways to draw with in and rabble. Rabble seems like it might be good against that, and in is particularly important for being able to set that up, maybe. So I'm not sure. Let's see. If I were really playing optimally, I would try to game out uh, potion opening versus. I think the curses are going to be too much. I think I don't want to open engineer, so I'm going to open bard. And we're going to see this matchup. I'm just going to take another silver here. Now I have this choice. I could go for a horde. Well, we'll see what the bard gives me. Drew me a card. Okay. So I could go for the horde, or I could take an IG already. I think it needs to be IG for this game plan to really work. And I'm taking coppers every time because the plan is to go with gardens after. And I think this is probably just going to be very good. The part of the problem is there's no trashing, and part of the problem is there isn't enough cheap stuff to get in the early turns that really helps that deck. It's possible I shouldn't be taking all these coppers, but specifically because of gardens, that's why I like it. But I could be getting provinces maybe if I weren't taking all as many coppers. I'd have more chance to do that, but engineer's going to take garden. Oh, he's going to take gardens, or she. I'm not sure. Bridge 4s. Uh, no, I can't do this and still get IG, which is what I want to do. Taking gardens there just seems really weird to me. Your deck's never going to be good enough to do anything, right? Like, I don't have to empty the IGs if it gets to the point where that's going to be bad for me. Takes another engine. This is a lot of engineers. So I just have to worry about there being a pile out on gardens here where they're able to pile out gardens, and that leaves me high and dry. But I don't really think it's going to happen. There's still 2 engineers for them, so it could. But I'm going to keep doing this for a little bit. There's an inn. Okay. Gardens, gardens. Okay. Gets another engineer. Yup. So I think I need to stop getting IGs now, and I'm going to take a gardens because they're going to have a gardens next turn. Oh, I get to province. That's very good for me. they going to take an engineer? They are. I'm going to start taking duchies. And I just think this puts me in a really good position because they're not in a position to score more points other than by maybe bumping their gardens once or twice. Whereas am in a position to score with duchies and such. I think I'm going to take a second bard here. I think the big problem with their deck is just that these engineers aren't doing enough. Like, I'm not really afraid of all those estate gains. And there's no money, right? So, like, eventually they can empty the engineers, I guess, but this is going to be a few more engineers in this shuffle left still, and some rabbles and such. I think I'm going to take estate here. I don't think I'm going to see another shuffle. Possibly a mistake. So this is going to be estate and pop it for an estate. Yeah. And buy an engineer. Yeah. Okay. But I get to buy a duchy. That also took my gardens over. So I'm a little bit concerned. This is a very interesting strategy my opponent is pursuing, but I think they're going to run out of pile control soon. It's going to be hard for them to finish off the engineers. Gonna trash a card. If they still have a curse, they could trash it, but I don't think they will still have a curse. Here's estate and bards. Going after bards, maybe. Trashes it for the last estate. Okay. There's university for inn. I assume for inn, although there's no more draw cards left. Yes. So what are they shuffling in? In two engineers, university, and a bard. Okay. This could be close. They're going for that. That makes me feel okay, because they're not ending on engineers this turn. So we know they can university for an inn. Oh, for a bard? Oh, and they have two engineers? And that's game. Well played from my opponent. This really nice, innovative strategy. Yeah, I gotta tip my hat there. Thanks for watching, everybody.